Captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Hold on, first you get you, then you down it, then you fill it up. What's up? Like you, not to, when you, then you. Hey now, man, exciting night in basketball last night. I'm talking Super Tuesday. I'm gonna recap that. A lot of stuff I want to talk about. Uh, I'm I'm getting word. Butler and Purdue still trying to get their shoes out of the backside of Georgetown and Michigan. You know Michigan's fell 37 floors since Juwan Howard's taken over. You know they've fallen 37 floors when they're compared to Georgetown. Y'all know the saying on this show. F Georgetown. Fade Georgetown is what it stands for. Watch your mouth, young man. Watch your mouth. Anyway, great Tuesday of basketball. Definitely want to touch on a lot of this stuff. I need to throw Ohio State in there. Thought they were going to be a damn good program this season after the first 2 months of the season. Turns out they were frauds. They hit that Big Ten schedule and started cowering in the corner. No longer fighting. Nah, shout out to Ohio State, man. Getting that turkey dog whooped by Nebraska. Man, they let R. Mast score 34 points, 10 rebounds, double-double for that kid from Nebraska. Anyway, I was supposed to start tiers today. I apologize. That will start. Sorry, I just realized my live chat ain't available, which means something ain't right. Anyway, any day. Anyhow, hopefully y'all can hear me. Hopefully y'all can see me. Hopefully. This thing is live on YouTube. If not, whoopsie. Anyway, forgot where I was at, honestly. Got lost in the sauce. Definitely gonna do a deep recap. Oh yeah, I apologize on the tiers. Um, it's gonna be a weird tournament, man. I was trying to look at the tournament, the bracket, and it just didn't make no damn sense. So I'm gonna have to dive a little deeper. Uh, it's gonna be a lot of first round. And then I wanted to do Sweet 16, but I probably should have. Probably should have. DB 16 team. But I want to work my way down. First round, second round. Still got time. That only is 5 rounds. So definitely have where we at? About 7 weeks. Tomorrow will be 7 weeks from the tournament. So definitely have time to break that diggity down. Downtown. Anyway, gonna recap last night, all of the craziness, all of the madness in January. Also gonna preview tonight a bunch of games I like. Also, huge slate of bets for you coming up later in the show. I got 5 of them. I got 5 bets to take. I got 5. Got 5 bets today on a beautiful Wednesday, amazing Wednesday. I don't know, it's about to get personal. Some water main broke in the neighborhood. Water pressure dripping. Don't know what that has to do with anything. Oh my God, I ain't gonna lie, I just noticed this score. St. Joe's. What did I tell you? I was wrong, but what did I tell you? 77-76, UMass pulls off a 1-point win. It's 78-77, UMass loses. St. Joe's gets a little last minute bucket probably. UMass was up most of that game. I was kind of score watching. Didn't catch the final, I guess. Man, also Syracuse, baby. I'll get to that. I'm about to break down everything from yesterday, preview today, give out some damn bets. This is Captain by a Hook with the red beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, going live on a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday, the 24th of January, the 24th day of the year. This is episode 288, and this is a morning show. How you love that? Captain by a Hook, baby. Man, last night, I'll just run through it, but boy, a lot of stuff I do want to get to and do want to talk about. Butler, Georgetown, Ed Cooley. Just give yourself some patience, man. I know there's a lot of pressure since you left Providence. That was a good thing about Providence. Not a lot of pressure. If you're good, you're good. If you're bad, nah, it's Providence. We're not here for basketball. We're here to get degrees. You leave Providence for Georgetown. Hate to say chasing some kind of legacy. From his own words, he's always wanted to coach at Georgetown. It's historic. I mean, you go back to the 80s, national champions, all the players you could name. Of course, John Thompson as the coach, his son as the coach. I mean, it is as historic of a program as there is in college basketball. But give yourself some time. Last night, there's a shot of him during a timeout, just sitting on the bench by himself. Whole team's in the huddle, and he's just frustrated. He has some clean ass J's on though. But just you can't let that happen, man. You can't show the public that. You definitely can't let the media get a hold of it. Especially in this day and age. You know somebody's taking a picture of you. You gotta lead these kids, man. This is your first class. You ain't even had time to recruit. I'm giving you time. Why don't you give yourself some time, man? Next season should be better. Georgetown uh loses to Butler 90-66. Supreme Cook, baby, 12-12 for Georgetown in a losing effort. That guy's a stud. Deron Holmes, the second, the stud from Dayton, the guy I've been screaming about. He drops 22 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists for Dayton as they cruise to a 12-point victory, covering the 9.5. I don't want to say easily. Akron, they get a 9-point win over Ohio. Freeman with 19 points and 14 boards for Akron. Again, St. Joe's. I don't want to call it an upset. Don't call it an upset. 78-77 win over Frank Martin in UMass. Sometimes my projections are too good, but still so wrong. I would have bet UMass thinking they was going to win 77-76. It ends up 78-77. Projections on UMass perfect to the 77. St. Joe's just happens to get one more bucket. Reynolds, he gets 31 points for St. Joe's, 3 steals and 3 assists in the victory. Kyle Filipowski, 17 points, 15 boards for Duke as they blow out Louisville 83-69. Florida State, Syracuse. Syracuse up by 1 at the half. All of a sudden, they just fall apart. I'm talking about like a good brisket. Syracuse, one of those teams, man. If they up, they gonna pound their chest, say something about your mama, uh, act like dogs. Huh? As soon as they go down, they act like a 5-year-old little girl who needs a nap and some applesauce. Start moping, crying, blaming each other. They need to get that right, man. All that emotional ass shit. It makes me hate this Syracuse team as much as I love them because they got some players. They got some dogs. If they would just play through adversity and play together, this team could be special, man. I mean, an athletic group, athletic bunch, some shot makers, big shot takers. These kids know how to get to their spots. Problem is, they all trying to save the day, all trying to do it by themselves. And like I said, when you do playing like that, you go down. Now you start blaming. Damn, bro, you took the last 3 shots, ain't even passed the ball. Damn, bro, you could have. And now y'all just lose by 30. Ain't that some? Anyway, Syracuse, man. Jamaica me crazy, man. The Orangemen. They lose to Florida State 85-69. Watkins for Florida State drops a dub on their head, 27 points, 11 boards. Judah Mintz, 28 points for the Orangemen. Probably took a lot of shots. Texas, I thought I done told you. Texas, underrated. Oklahoma, overrated. I have Texas somewhere in my top 25. I only do top 10, but Texas would definitely be in the teens probably, while Oklahoma has an 11 by their name, wouldn't even have them near the top 40. Keep telling y'all Oklahoma's overrated, Texas underrated. Texas money line bangs last night, 15-point win for the Longhorns, 75-60 over Oklahoma. Double W from Disu, 19 points, 10 boards. Nebraska. They slapped Ohio State like a bad stepfather. 34 points, 10 rebounds for Mast as Nebraska wins 83-69. Wisconsin, baby. They survive in the barn at Minnesota Store with a double-double for Wisconsin, 15 points, 12 rebounds, 61-59. Minnesota missed a shot at the buzzer to tie it up. Wisconsin sneaks away with a victory. South Carolina, one of the biggest games of last night as far as just pure results. Upset Kentucky and also hold Kentucky to 62 points. South Carolina wins 79-62. I told you yesterday on the show twice that Kentucky has been averaging 91 points since December 2nd. And boy, oh boy, did I say that for nothing. For nada. For Nathan. Kentucky only scores 62 points in a losing effort. They lose by 17 to South Carolina. Cooper, 20 points for South Carolina in the win. Pittsburgh, they now won 2 in a row. Hold on against Georgia Tech. They get an 8-point victory in that one. Not bad, not bad. Charlotte over UAB. I thought that'd be a closer game than it was. Only 6 points, so it was pretty damn close. Patterson for Charlotte, 23 points, 5 assists. Damn, I said on the show yesterday, I think UAB covers the 4.5. They didn't. They lost by 6. I don't know. That one hurt, even though I didn't bet it. Just because I said it. Just because I said it. West Virginia, fresh off a win against Kansas. That means nothing, Bob. Diallo, 14 points, 12 rebounds for UCF as UCF beats West Virginia 72-59. UCF has a squad on their hands. Creighton, they beat Xavier, but Xavier covers the plus 8.5. I was pretty damn sure about that. Hold on to your chin, because they covered that thing barely. They lose by 7 in an 8.5-point spread. Alexander for Creighton drops 27 points, 9 boards, 4 assists, 1 rebound away from a double-double. Xavier held on though, man, and covered, and that's all that matters. Texas A&M 6-point win over Missouri, and then Houston. Whew, that was a close one. It was tied 68-68 with about a minute and some change left. BYU just went cold. They were cold all night, actually, bricking the heck out of threes. Don't remember their exact shooting percentage, but it was like 17% from 3 when I looked around this time. Houston, 60% from the free throw line, still managed to pull away at the end, making their free throws when it mattered most. They win 75-68 and cover the 2.5. Only bet I gave out yesterday, so shout out to them. I'm going to get back to this Michigan game because I want to go on a 10-minute rant. Holy coyote, Batman. I went to sleep. I didn't notice UNLV, the running Rebels of Las Vegas, lose ugly too. I mean, pew. I can smell that thing from here. Air Force beating UNLV 90-58. Petratus. Petratus. Some kid for Air Force. 18 points, 11 rebounds, 11 assists, 13 rebounds. That's why I had to say it. I had to figure out how to say it. Still don't know how to say it. Petratus. Y'all need to look this kid up, man. Look up Air Force stats. There's a kid that dropped 18 points, 11 assists, 13 boards. Triple-double, baby. You don't see that in college often. You don't see that in the NBA often anymore either. Just a bunch of... I'm not going to go on an NBA rant. Air Force, they win 90-58. Shout out to them, man. Getting the damn job done. TCU, baby. Hold on against Oklahoma State. They were down for a while there. Didn't think they'd bounce back. Miller, he drops a double-double for TCU. 21 points, 11 rebounds, tips in 4 assists as well. Virginia Tech, hold on against Boston College. 76-71. San Diego State. This game was close. And I was like, damn, bro, they was favored by 17. And then all of a sudden, Kapawi, San Diego State goes up by about 20. End up only winning by 16, however. So still don't cover the 17.5. But at least they get the dub. San Diego State doing the damn thing. Keeping it in the Mount West real quick. Boise State, 4-point win over Fresno State. A lot of states in the Mount West. Tonight, there's a few good games. I know Colorado State is taking on... Anyway, I'll get to tonight later. I want to talk Michigan basketball real quick. They get that turkey dog whooped last night. It's 99-67. And I know what you're thinking. But let me tell you, it was never even that close. First 3 possessions, I knew. Ooh, it's going to be a 30-point game. This is going to be a 30-point game. How long are we going to let Juwan Howard ruin? Look, 8:07 p.m. Maybe Purdue does win by 30 after watching this first few minutes. That's a text message I sent. That's how bad it is. That's how ugly it is. That is how much this program stinks. A storied program. Champions in 89. The whole Fab Five era. Ho ho. Can't forget about those teams in the late teens that went to finals and lost, went to Final Fours, produced NBA talent. I mean, Michigan just 5 seasons ago was one of the best teams in the nation. It's obviously Juwan Howard. How do you say that? How can you say that? Why would you say that? Let's do some math here. Every season, they get worse under Juwan Howard. Usually, get a new coach. He brings in a new system, new morals, new recruiting classes. Maybe they have a fall off. And then they bounce back because it finally, 2 or 3 seasons in, now I got my guys. They know my system. But guess what? His guys, his system, nothing about this program screams winner. Nothing about this program screams we're going to win soon. And I know you could easily say, well, Doug McDaniels didn't play. Doug McDaniels plays in this game. You're looking at 95-78. Kid ain't that special. He just looks amazing because he's on this team full of trash-ass players. And it ain't the players' fault. These kids got potential. These kids got some talent. They just in a system that doesn't work. Trust me. It's not recruiting. It's what he does with the recruits. It's the sets he runs. Also, even if they're in a good damn game late, he's the worst late game coach I have ever seen. Even last season, I mean, he's never drawn up a play that has remotely worked. He's the worst coach I've ever seen under 2 minutes on the clock. Worst adjustments, worst play calling. They end up with the worst shots. Sometimes they get lucky. Hell, Hunter Dickinson hit a damn near half-court three when they were running a set from the baseline. Juwan Howard got to go. I'm saying this as a fan that cares. I don't give a damn about the allure of having Juwan Howard, Fab Five, ex-player. They love him in Ann Arbor. Honestly, he better get the hell up out of there before they really turn on him. So he can go back there every now and then and get a burger, tell his grandkids how great he used to be. Never was a fan of Juwan Howard as a player. Damn sure ain't a fan of him as a coach. Please, please, Michigan, let's do something about this, man. Get him the hell up out of here. It's not getting better. It's not getting better. I should have pulled up receipts, like the young kids like to say. You talked me into it. Even this season, he missed the first what? He had heart problems, and I swear to God, I wish him the best health. I would never wish a man's ill or death. I want him to get fired and go live a happy life, a long life with his family. But the cat that took over, the bald cat, I don't know his name, Cornelli or something. He got more wins this season than Juwan Howard does. They were looking all right with him coaching. Same team, same whatever. They were winning games early in the year, if you remember correctly. Uh, Take the Juwan Howard coaching record, and it pulled up his his NBA stats. Yeah, he's been there 5 years, man. So he takes over the team 2019, 2020. They go 19 and 12, 23 and 5. And then from then, 19 and 15, 18 and 16, and this season 7 and 12. It don't sound as bad when you say it like that. However, no postseason success. Looking at these stats, I just know they never gonna fire him. That's what breaks my heart. They're gonna say, give him a few years. Sheesh. It's getting worse every year, man. Maybe I'm overreacting. Maybe my Juwan Howard hate needs to go somewhere else. Let's get into today's games, man. While Michigan continues to get that turkey dog whooped. It's Captain by a hook with the red beard. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, going live on a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday. Man, you gotta log into these books every single time you come back to them. Like, who gonna beat me up and get on my damn computer while I'm logged in? You can't do it. Anyway, let's talk some games, baby. Providence, they're going to Seton Hall. Seton Hall at home opened at 3.5. It's now moved to 4.5. I'd bet my bottom dollar that Seton Hall wins this game. 4.5 spread in the Big East. No, thank you. They could easily cover. Again, no, thank you. Would definitely take Seton Hall if it was 1.5, 2.5. Soon as it hits over 3, hell to the no, no, no. LSU moving over to the SEC. They're in Georgia tonight, taking on the Bulldogs of Georgia, minus 3.5 at home, juiced towards Georgia. I don't think LSU has a chance. LSU is a good team, decent team. They got a couple of good players. Georgia, the way they've been looking this season, I think they win this game. Again, I don't like the spread. I think it should be more even. I think LSU will make it a damn game. It really depends on Georgia's hitting their shots. Georgia's hitting their shots, they win by 8 to 10. If not, this game is going to come down to the last second shot, and LSU might steal one on the road. North Carolina State, I'm talking ACC basketball, baby. They're traveling to Virginia. Mm-mm-mm. Virginia. Minus 5.5 at home. Sometimes I say Virginia, and it just hits a sore spot. Minus 5.5, baby. The Cavaliers are at home taking on North Carolina State. Uh, I don't know. Virginia at home is a sheesh better team than we know, but man, they're shaky. Sorry, a little lump in my throat. I can see North Carolina State still in this one. I could also see Virginia winning by 20. Either way it goes, my projections is North Carolina State has a chance to win this thing. That's how I got it. I don't think it should be 5.5. I think Virginia at home should be about 1.5 on this game. A lot of games I think should be even. Uh, just keeping it in the ACC, Notre Dame they host Miami plus 4.5 on Notre Dame at home. I think Miami wins this one comfortably. However, Notre Dame has been sneaky, scary. Also, over 139.5 seems very low. If it goes over, Miami wins by 20. If it goes under, Notre Dame is going to steal a win at home. Difference in play styles. You hold Miami to 60 points, Notre Dame's going to be right there. Miami touches 75, 80. Notre Dame is going to be looking. I don't know. They way up there somewhere. I don't know how they got up there. Rich what? Rich men. They're 7.5 point favorites at home. I'm not telling you to do it. I just like to say, rich what? Rich men. South Florida taking on Temple. That'll be a good one. Maryland. They're traveling to Iowa. Iowa minus 5.5. Maryland plus 5.5 is a bet that I would give out. Definitely. Listen to me. I can't bet Maryland. I'm allergic to it. But Maryland plus 5.5. Love it, man. Maryland has played tough since starting in the Big Ten. Watched them cover almost every damn game. Almost beat Michigan State over the weekend. Luckily, Michigan State got a few calls late and was able to stop them, win by 2. But Maryland definitely is going to keep this game close. Especially, they're definitely going to keep it under 5.5. Um, Iowa just doesn't have the talent this season to play with some of these teams. They're still good. They still got the Fran McCaffrey system, NBA style, shoot them out. But I love Maryland plus the 5.5. If I didn't have 5 other bets, that'll definitely be a bet. Maryland plus the 5.5. And like I said, I'm beefing with Maryland this season, man. Um, I've lost a lot of money betting against Maryland. And you know how that goes. You switch it to bet on them, and then they let you down. I see. I told you they was trash, but you already lost 8 bets fading them. Michigan State money line on Sunday was the first time I beat them this season, and I bet against them about 4 or 5 times. So yeah, Maryland plus 5.5. If you hear me, holla. If you don't hear me, don't holla. James Madison, man, haven't really kept up with them since November, December. They were a juggernaut. They're minus 7.5 on the road, taking on Old Dominion. If I had to bet it, James Madison would be the side I would bet. Jacksonville State taking on Middle Tennessee. If you like mid-major basketball, that is going to be a classic. Classic. Another one, Indiana State minus 11.5 taking on Illinois Chicago. Going to be a barn burner. The Green Wave of Tulane, they're minus 6.5 against UTSA on the road, coming off of their first victory against a ranked opponent in this century. I'm gonna call a Tulane letdown tonight. Not gonna bet it, but I don't know if the Green Wave get up for this game like they should. Florida Atlantic. This is one of my favorite games tonight. I forgot to say this about Florida Atlantic yesterday. They're a second half team. Don't be surprised if they go down to Rice. Um, Try to get an 8.5, 7.5 around the end of the first half, halftime. It'll be a close game, or they'll be down by 5, and then they'll come back, flip the switch, somehow win by 10. Florida State is has been down every game in the first half, came back and won, especially the last 2 weeks. I don't see anything different happening tonight on the road against Rice. Staying away from the 11.5, see a 7.5, 6.5, 8.5 live in the first half. Take it. A lot of halves going on in this one. But that's just how Florida Atlantic plays. That's how I'm gonna start playing them. Definitely gonna start taking advantage of that. I was joking with my boy JC Peasy on Sunday, I believe. Florida Atlanta down again. You know what that means. Ended up coming back and winning by 9. I think it was 8.5. The live number was. Anyway, Florida Atlantic definitely gonna beat Rice. Don't know if they cover the 11.5. Definitely gonna go down in the first half, come back and win. Florida, I'm talking SEC basketball, baby. Taking on Mississippi State. Florida minus 3.5 at home. Florida needs to get it right and get it tight. This is going to be a huge game for them only because of where they are in the season. I think they come out and prove something. I think they beat Mississippi State uh, pretty damn good, but I don't have the heart to bet on Florida. They've been inconsistent. Villanova plus 3.5 on the road taking on St. John's. If you like fights, if you like boxing, this is the game for you. Villanova, St. John's. This is Big East basketball at its finest this season. St. John's at home minus 3.5. If I had to bet it, I'm taking Villanova plus the points. I think it'll be a close damn game. Usually Big East games, man, it'll be 67-66 at some point with about a minute left, and it'll be all up to Lady Luck. St. John's makes some free throws. Maybe they cover, but you're always gonna have that Vanilla Nova. You're always gonna have Villanova right there. We saw it in the UConn game. 3.5 point spread. UConn up 4. Villanova just hits a 3 from half court for no reason. Uh, just to mess up everybody's money. Same thing's gonna happen tonight. I actually would take Villanova live plus 130 on the money line. I think St. John's will be the team trailing. But Rick Pitino has surprised me. Arkansas taking on the Mississippi. Arkansas has been compared to expectations this season. Old Miss and Chris Beard's first year has been amazing. 5.5 on Old Miss at home, juiced. I just don't know, man. I think this is going to be a closer game than people think. My projections have it 81-77, which is a 4 point game. The spread is 5.5. Sometimes when it's that close, you really can't call it. Easily could be a 6 point game instead of a 4 point game, vice versa, whatever. Cashmere sweater. I'm gonna stay away from that one. Kansas State, Big 12, baby. They're taking on Iowa State. This one's a little funky to me. Kansas State on the road plus 7.5. 7.5 just feels way too big. I know Iowa State's a juggernaut this year. Iowa State's doing the damn thing. Probably the best Iowa State team I've seen since that 2018, I believe. It was 2019. 2019, best team Iowa State's had the last 4 years in that one. And then late night hoops. One of the games I'm looking forward to the most is Colorado State taking on Nevada. Nevada at home is minus 2.5. If I didn't have 37 futures, I'm kidding. I only got one, but it's a big one. If I didn't have futures on Colorado State worth a house, I would bet this game and I would bet Colorado State. But I just been staying away from them and just hoping they hit this future and win this damn conference. Now it's tough. You got San Diego State, Utah State, Nevada, Boise State, New Mexico, all having a damn good season. All 6 of these teams will probably be in the tournament. I picked the worst year to bet into this conference. Luckily, I got New Mexico and San Diego State tickets as well. Not as much as I got Colorado State though. Anyway, Colorado State's going to be a damn good one. And then speaking of Colorado, Colorado takes on Washington tonight at 10 o'clock. Colorado on the road -2.5 intrigues the hell out of me. I'll see what's happening around 9:30. If I'm doing pretty good, having a pretty good night, I might definitely touch this Colorado -2.5 over Washington. I think Colorado gets a good 10 to 15 point victory tonight. I don't know if Washington can really hang with them, but hey now, I go one day, hey, hey. Man, damn Mardi Gras season, man. First King Cake this weekend. It was a beauty, mate. Absolutely delicioso. Delicioso. Captain by a hook, baby. With the red beard. Let's get into some bets now. I just previewed this beautiful slate of games we got. I'm gonna start with I'm just gonna go time slots. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which bet I like the most. I love all of these. Like, it's only one of them. I'm like, but the other four, I'm like, whoo-wee. Hot. Got some bangers in the vault. But I want to play the horns, but I don't know. I was thinking yesterday I might just start playing the horns for all my bets. Yeah, huh? Frank, bruh. Franklin talking about some don't play my damn horns unless I'm coming on the damn show. This man worked 50 days a year. What's your record, bruh? 26 and 10, 36 days you came on this show and gave out a bet. So I'll play the horns whenever the hell I want. This guy. 26 and 10, huh? That's pretty damn good, Frank. Pretty damn good, Frank. Pretty damn good, Frank. I got 4 bets that I know Frank loves. I just, man, maybe I'll just do it one time. One time for the one time. Boy, y'all gonna hate this. Whoever clicked 36 minutes thinking they about to get some college basketball bets and got me talking to myself. Hey, like and subscribe, man. Trying to grow the channel. This is more than bets, baby. This is entertainment. This is a morning show, people. But anyway, F it. This is my show. I do what I want. I need somebody. Anybody. Hit me with the horn. Franklin Earl B. I'm lying. Let me give y'all my bets today. I forgot. I ain't even give out my bets yet. Let's start it off, baby. Big football rivalry, big school rivalry, a big down south rivalry. You got Auburn headed to Alabama tonight. Boy, oh boy, get your popcorn ready. This game's gonna be a classic. 3.5 is the number. All Alabama -3.5 at home. Hey, don't get me wrong. They've been hot lately. Coming off of a steam burner though, lost by 20 to Tennessee on Saturday. Every time I believe in Alabama basketball, they go breaking my heart. I said, oh, why you breaking my heart? They said I couldn't if I tried. Auburn not only has 2 losses on the season, every single one of their wins is by double digits. I think Auburn comes out ready to play. Bruce Pearl has these kids rolling this season. Deep, deep, deep team. They play about 10, 11 players, which means they are in that grass on defense, baby. Up in your armpits. tickling you. Give me Auburn on the money line on the road plus 140. If you're scared, go to church. If you're scared, take the plus 3.5. However, I'm taking Auburn. I'm taking them on the money line plus 140. Give me Auburn with another double-digit victory. Alabama, man. I'm rooting for them. I'm waiting for them. Still think I don't know how to explain it. You lose by 20 to Tennessee. I know you're gonna try and come in and bounce back. I think you force some shots up. I think Auburn just gets out running on you. Auburn's just a damn dirty good team, man. Elite 8 level team this season. Definitely think Auburn is gonna make a deep run in March. And I think that games like this is what they get up for and a chance for them to prove it. Definitely think they win this one. Might be closer than I think, but I'm on Auburn and the money line. That's the first bet of the night. I think we're gonna go to a little one that uh I don't know. DePaul just fired their coach 2 days ago. First game with a new coach. Sometimes people say that gives them energy. Hey, this ain't football. They don't have a week to prepare. Still the same players. The coach has been on the bench the whole time. They just called him up, trying to figure everything out. I think DePaul comes out with maybe a little more energy, but Marquette, man, this is a bad team for them. And if they was playing Georgetown, I'd be like, hey, they might win one. DePaul just absolutely a wreck of a program. Give me Marquette and give me the 17.5. I'm gonna lay the points to Marquette tonight, minus 17.5 over DePaul, one of the worst teams in the nation this season. Marquette wins this one comfortably. I'm thinking 25 to 30. I'll take the 17.5. Another team, another game I'm excited about Northwestern, baby. They're hosting Illinois. Northwestern's plus 3.5 at home. Home dogs this season have been pretty damn good, but I'm going against the grain. Give me Illinois minus the 3.5 on the road. Uh, honestly, I don't. I've been trying not to talk about this. Shannon shouldn't be playing. I'm not saying he's guilty, but man, it's not a good look either way it goes. I mean, to me, Illinois, the judge, and him are saying, look, man, the trial starts in June. Who gives a damn if he did it or not? We're trying to win basketball games. Ugly, ugly look. Young kid, just sit out this season, go through trial. If you're innocent, like you say you are, like I'm not saying you're not. Either way it goes, go handle what you got to handle as a man. Come back next season and ball out if you're innocent. If you're guilty, go do your damn time. But I just don't like the look of it. Even with all that said, give me Illinois minus the 3.5. I think Karma will catch up to him. Uh, don't know if it's this game. Dropped 16 last game. Uh, sheesh. I don't know, man. Give me Illinois minus the 3.5. It is a tricky situation. And then we're gonna go to some late games. 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Utah, they're taking on Washington State. I kind of like Utah on the money line here, but you know what? Just give me the over in this game. Haven't bet an over in a while. I did bet Utah, Oregon over the weekend. Over 143 and a hook, baby. Utah taking on Washington State. Give me that over. Give me both of these teams running it up. Both of them average about 80 points a game. They have some good defense though. Both of these defenses only allow about 69, 67 points per game. However, I think they meet somewhere in the middle. I think both of these teams, or at least one of these teams, gets close to 80, the other one around 70. I think this game touches 148, 150. I'll take the difference. Give me 143 and a hook on the over Utah and Washington State. And then the last bet of the night, kind of a big number. This is the one bet I'm a little, ugh. The four I just gave you, feel great about. This one, honestly, should stay away. But give me New Mexico, baby. Minus 8.5, taking on San Jose State. I think if New Mexico brings the energy that I know they can bring, if Jalen House is running around like a kid let off the leash, that didn't make no damn sense. This guy has some energy. And Jamal Mashburn Jr. doing his damn thing. Give me New Mexico, man. I think they roll 15-point victory. I have this number 11.5. Saw the 8.5. Said let's do it. So we're gonna go New Mexico minus the 8.5 as the last bet of the night, taking on San Jose State. One thing that does make me nervous. I'm betting all road teams tonight. That usually doesn't work out too well. But hey, nah. Knock on some damn wood. I didn't mean to go this long. Started cracking jokes. Anyway, it's captain by a hook, baby. Just to recap some things, we're going Auburn on the money line. We're going Marquette minus the 17.5, Illinois minus 3.5, the over, Utah, Washington State over 143.5. And then we're going to take New Mexico minus the 8.5. And if things gone good, I'm going to touch that Colorado minus the 2.5. But as of now, the Colorado bet is the only bet I have not placed out of those six. So Auburn money line, Marquette minus 17.5, Illinois minus 3.5, over Utah and Washington 143 in the hook, and then New Mexico minus the 8.5. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the love. And thank you for the support. It's Captain by a Hook with the red beard. I am Rowan Donaghy, aka Rowan Dobbs, going live on a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday, the 24th of January. Please take all wagers at your own risk and please, please gamble responsibly. Dobbs.